Liberal Viewer present.
So, when Bill O'Reilly really wanted to spin the recent California Supreme Court decision in favor of marriage equality in the O'Reilly Factor's so-called no-spin zone, he brought on not two lawyers representing both sides, but just former cheerleader and corporate lawyer Megyn Kelly, who you can see claiming that her criticisms don't come from any particular viewpoint on gay marriage in this clip.
It is not that I have any particular position on gay marriage. It is that I respect the Constitution and the law.
So there's nothing in the Constitution that says the state has to sanction any
to create
group.
a fundamental right. Those are our most trusted and valuable rights in this country.
Well,
to create one that did not exist.
How about
is
polygamists?
wrong.
Could they move from Utah and get a fundamental right to marry?
No, because what the fundamental right is the fundamental right of a gay person, gay or lesbian person, to marry another gay or lesbian person. How they find this somehow in the text of the California Constitution, I don't know.
Of course, the fundamental right at issue in the case was not the fundamental right of a gay or lesbian person to marry another gay or lesbian person, but was, as the California Supreme Court made quite clear, a right, quote, to join in marriage with the person of one's choice, unquote. And the California Supreme Court also referred to multiple sections of the California Constitution supporting that right, including the section providing rights of enjoying and defending life and liberty and pursuing and obtaining safety, happiness, and privacy, and a section promising equal protection of the laws. But it almost seems as if Megyn Kelly did not even read the case she is criticizing, because she makes multiple additional errors, starting with her claim that the 121-page opinion is over 300 pages long, as you can see in this clip.
The majority spends, the opinion is 300 and some odd pages long. The majority spends the bulk of it talking about how it's not a judicial activist court, how that's not what they wanted to do. They didn't want to set policy. But, Bill, that's exactly what they did in this case. They created yet another fundamental right that had never existed before. They are making this stuff up out of whole cloth.
And that last part about creating out of whole cloth a fundamental right that has never existed before may be the most outrageous piece of misinformation, because Megyn Kelly never even mentions that the California Supreme Court specifically cited its own 1948 case striking down California's ban on interracial marriages as the at least 60-year-old source of California's fundamental right to, quote, join in marriage with the person of one's choice, unquote. Which all leads me to ask, as the supposed legal expert invited to Fox News' top-rated program claiming to provide a no-spin zone, shouldn't Megyn Kelly have done a better job of explaining the reasoning behind the California Supreme Court decision before she trashed it? And on the bigger question for those who've read the California Supreme Court decision that you can find through a link in the video description, wasn't the California Supreme Court correct to find we cannot provide gays and lesbians the equal protection of the laws while simultaneously denying them a fundamental right to join in marriage with the person of one's choice?
I YouTube, you decide.